What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with our Sword Art Online Alicization Lycoris video. I think this is my first solo Lycoris video. Lycoris is still a really weird word for this game. But there was a new Taipei game show trailer that dropped, which is funny because this is the game show that got postponed. Well, not funny because of this, but I'll get to the point. It's ironic that they dropped a trailer for Sword Art from Taipei, which got postponed due to the coronavirus stuff. But yet we have yet to get any sort of, because Tales of Arise was supposed to be there as well, but they haven't dropped anything from it. So who knows? Maybe we'll get something for Tales of Arise a little bit down the line in the next few days. But for right now, we have a brand new trailer that goes over some new stuff. I do plan on covering the Lycoris stuff until the game comes out. And then I do plan on doing a full playthrough of the game because this is the first kind of Sword Art console game where I feel like I'd really be able to actually make a playthrough on it without it being super convoluted. With like Fatal Bullet and like Hollow Realization, those games, I tried to do like streams or like videos for Hollow Realization, but it's just so much you have to do side stuff. It wasn't really a game you can just kind of, let's go through the story, let's do it as a let's play. It's always like, oh, you need to grind these specific items and it's going to take you 3 hours and then you can do the next quest. So I'm hoping this game isn't like that. We'll see how it goes. There is also a live stream for this game tomorrow. If you go to the Dengeki YouTube channel, which I'll leave a link to down below because it's really hard to search for since it's in Japanese. But they do have a stream here that is going to be held in roughly 28 hours. So what is that? That's like 7 a.m. I'm not going to do what I do with Tales stuff yet unless there's really an extreme demand for it. Because normally with Tales streams, I'll be like, okay, let's watch the stream together type thing. But I think for this, any news that comes out of this, I will cover. So the first part of this, obviously, here's the stuff for the game on the side. This is for Alicization Lycoris. And it looks like they're also going to be talking about stuff for the return of the anime, which I believe they just announced Riona is going to be doing the opening song for part 2 of War of Underworld, which will be starting up back in April. And Riona is actually going to be on the stream along with some other people. So we might get a little teaser, maybe a little see to what's to come for those who haven't read the light novels. Might be a little teaser to some action because it's going to be the most action we've seen so far. But for the most part, I think the big thing here is going to be maybe some more character reveals and stuff on the stream. Who knows? Riona's also going to be doing the opening for this game as well. So maybe we'll get to see the opening for the game since the game is less than 3 months out. So that'll be very interesting to see. So if you do want to watch this, I always find it funny that people are like waiting. They like sit on the screen for they just leave it open for like 3 days. I guess they don't turn their computers off or whatever. They just pop in to see how many hours are left. But, so yeah, this will be tomorrow, early in the morning for me. Oh yeah, it said right under. Why was I trying to think when it would be? 7 a.m. for me. So I'll definitely be tuning in to see what goes on here, and I'll cover anything that gets revealed that's of relevance to anything. So that's pretty cool. But let's go over, we're going to go over this. They dropped a 2-minute trailer for the Taipei Game Show stuff. So we're going to go through this and we'll pause periodically to kind of go over what's kind of being shown here. So let's hop in.
Peggy 12.
Peggy 12, of course. PlayStation. Alright, Underworld, stuff we all know. So for those who aren't keeping up with this game is going to follow a separate time. Just think of it as a separate timeline from when Kirito was in Underworld. So it's not going to happen exactly how the anime depicted it. There will be, many similarities, such as, they want to go save Alice. Alice becomes Integrity Knight. They climb up the tower to fight Queen Ella. All that stuff. But there's going to be parts of the story that happen differently. And then after the whole Queen Ella fight, depending, I've seen that there's going to be like choices you can make that there's going to be different paths of the story. So depending on how you play the game, you know, the story can veer off in a specific direction. I don't believe that it's going to be exactly like War of Underworld, where the war actually goes on, because it seems like it's going to veer off into a different kind of side story after the Queenella fight. But we don't have enough information for me to say for sure. For all I know, we could get the War of Underworld, just told differently in some sort of ways. I have seen that there's like, they mentioned something that was funny is like, there's going to be like I guess a path where you can essentially make a certain character live instead of them dying. I'm trying to not give too many spoilers in case you haven't watched the anime or all caught up or anything. But different choices you make will make the story different than how it was in the anime. So I think that's pretty cool. Okay, so we get to see some of the overworld stuff. So we got some like desert area. I don't believe that this is the dark territory. I mean, I would assume not because it's sunny out. So it does look like there's going to be a lot of areas we're going to be able to explore that we weren't able to see in the anime. Right off the bat, you can see that the story is going to be very different because as you can see, you've got Eldry like in your party alongside you. So the game's going to have, you know, a party of 4 players at once when you're playing single player. And it's going to be, I don't know if it's completely free roam, like, you know, open world, but it's looking more open world than any SAO game we've had before. So that you can go around, you start fights, all that good stuff. So tactic emulating AI system. I did find this stuff very interesting. So this system allows your party members to memorize their own moves, which, memorize your commands and use them depending on the situation. So the way this is kind of looking is that the AI of all these other characters that you have in your party will kind of get used to your fighting style and kind of fight according to maybe your weaknesses, you know. So if you constantly leave a certain flank open, maybe your AIs will cover for that, and anytime an enemy attacks you from that specific side, maybe I'm thinking too much into it, but that's how it sounds to me. So, or maybe depending on if you're someone who normally blocks attacks, maybe they will, you know, maybe if you have a support character in your party, maybe they'll give you a buff because the AI will know that, okay, you're playing as Kirito. Kirito normally blocks these kinds of attacks and doesn't dodge out of the way, so we should try and buff him or heal him or whatever. That's kind of cool. Up here, switch controlled characters. So it seems like on the fly, you can just switch between the 4 characters in your party. So I do think that's really cool. And then it looks like we have stuff over here. You can, oh, and this just seems to be what the characters are actually doing. So destroy an enemy's astral shield. So you can so if they do something that you like if you like what they just did here, I guess you can like it and they'll do that more often. So that's pretty cool. Nice to see some good damage numbers. Looks like you can really get some combos down. So this is records. So you can, it looks like, change these different things. So like, for example, I'm not really sure how to describe this well because there's so much kind of going on here. So it seems like you can decide what distance from target you want to use vertical or a vorpal strike, or distance from partner, how much you want to kind of help them out or heal. So you can kind of change that up right there. Target position when they use it. Let's actually see what that said there. It kind of went a little too fast. You can switch those characters and have them learn the commands you send them. Okay, so that's cool. And it does seem like, if you saw there, it seems like it kind of like slows down when you're trying to use an ability, so you have more time to kind of think about what you want to do. So this is like a combo right there. You saw Kirito comboed into Yu-Gi-Oh, who combos into Alice. And then you finish it off with Medina right there. And then it looks like you can get like a combo team attack there like we just got with Kirito and Yu-Gi-Oh there. So that's pretty cool. And that just reminds me, you know, when we saw that there, it looked like a Tails cut-in, you know, when a Tails character uses a Mystic Art. I don't know why I keep going way too far. But as you can see there, it just shows at the end, the chamber shows all the characters. This is all for online. So in multiplayer, you can have a party of up to 4 players, but there's 8 people here. So it looks like what you're going to be able to do is you'll have your own specific character, and then you'll take one of the AI-controlled characters from the actual game. So you can see Medina's right there. I think this is Roni right here. You got Yu-Gi-Oh up there, and TSA's up front as well. So they kind of had a similar thing in Fatal Bullet, where if you only hopped into an online mission with like 3 players, like actual people, the other like 5 slots would just be random AI-controlled characters. So you can see, like, you got all 8 characters trying to take down this level 40 boss, which is cool. A lot of people were questioning about online avatars, or just avatars in general, because it's been a while since we've had an SAO game where you just play as Kirito and the crew. So there will be create a character, but it looks like it's specifically for online. So you won't use this character anywhere except for online, which does kind of seem a little, like, pointless, I guess you could say, because the whole point of online in the previous SAO games was to get gear for your, like, single-player experience, so to speak. Like, for Fatal Bullet, you know, you would do online bosses to try and unlock stuff. Same thing with Hollow Realization. But, I guess we'll have to wait and see what the importance will be here of actually playing online. Maybe the end game is really just online, but we'll just have to wait and see. So you can change everything on your character, change their name, change their outfit. That's another thing here too. Okay, so we're going to go through this. This is pretty much, I think, showing all the current playable characters. So we, of course, have... interesting, Yu-Gi-Oh's wearing, like, all black here. So I wonder if we can actually change armor. That's another thing I was kind of questioning, but we'll go over that in a minute. So we got Kirito, Yu-Gi-Oh, Alice. We've got TSA, Selka, and Roni. We've got Eldri, Fanatio, Dusselbert. And then we've got the... I totally forget both of their names. We'll see them in a second because they show them here. But we got Bercouli. We got Asuna there. Who was the last one? Let's see if we can... Oh, we don't want to go back that far. We got Asuna, Medina, and then Cardinal. Cardinal, I would assume, would be a support character / healer. So she'd probably be really great to have in your party. So we got Bercouli. Showing off a little bit of gameplay there. Linel and Fizel, that's what their names were. I always forget about them, because they aren't, like, super important. I'm curious, because they're showing them off together. I wonder if they're going to be, like, one character. Like, they kind of fight as one. So that'd be interesting to see. Or if you can just use one at a time type thing. And then we're getting some more scenes. Looks like Kirito and Medina are going to fight at some point. And then there is the game title. Comes out the 22nd of May. So, actually, I was wrong when I said it earlier. It's a little over 3 months now. We got like 3 months and 2 weeks till this game comes out. I am very excited for this game. It looks like there's a lot of stuff being put into this game. A lot of stuff we're going to be able to do. A lot of exploration. So here's the interesting thing. I want to go back to... Okay, so we can kind of see the menus up here. And obviously this stuff can change. The game's still being made. But we got status, skills, skill tree, items, records, map, system, and party. So I'm wondering if in like status or party we'll be able to change our equipment. Obviously we'll be able to level up and, you know, get skills and skill trees and stuff like that. But I'm curious how the equipment system will work. It's obviously not going to change the look of our characters, you know, other than maybe like our weapons and maybe some like accessories. And we do know that there's going to be special outfits you can put on your characters as like either like pre-order bonus or unlock them in the game or DLC. But I'm curious how much like stat customization we're going to have through equipment. Like, are we going to have chest pieces, pants, boots, gloves, or is it literally just going to be like sword, accessory, and outfit? For all we know, it could just be as simple as that. I'm hoping it's more intricate. I hope it is like, you know, weapon, you know, headpiece, chest piece. Maybe because I've been playing so much Final Fantasy XIV lately, but I am hoping for a lot of kind of customization for this game, especially since we're being given so many party members. But it's because we're being given so many party members that makes me think that the accessories or the equipment we'll be able to put on will be kind of limited, because having to keep up with all those characters and their different weapon types and stuff might not be something that's like huge in the game, but I'm still hoping it is. These obviously won't be the only characters. We did see in a previous stream, there was like more concept. There was like a poster art for something that showed Lifa and Sinon, or I guess you could say Solus and Terraria, if you know about that already. But so they're going to be playable in the game, and I assume that there will probably be more. I'm not sure if all of Kirito's friends, you know, like Lisbeth, Klein, Aegil, and the rest of them will be playable, but it'd be very interesting to see what the full kind of roster is going to be when you get to like post-game territory, when you have everything unlocked. But that's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much the breakdown here. Like I said, we do have the live stream in a little over a day from now, so anything that gets revealed here that is really important we'll go over. Like I said before, if you did enjoy this kind of video, if you want me to keep covering the Gameverse content that comes out, definitely leave this video a like and comment down below. But other than that, guys, I'm really excited for this game. Hope you all are too. I will see you all next time, and I hope you all have a wonderful day, everyone.